Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. Today we are going into the Shaded Woods, the probably most boring looking area in the entire game. And gameplay wise it's also not that impressive, to be honest. I mean, the whole game feels a bit bare bones compared to their next installments. But this area in particular feels extremely boring and forgettable. And it's partially due to like the colors they're using here, because that is as colorful as it gets here. Like, we got a lot of brownish, grayish, a bit green, and we have to, for the most part, we have to walk in a very in an area like this, where it's a path, and then to the left and to the right are hills that we can't climb at, so that's basically it. Here we have two NPCs, back to back.
Have you business with me?
No.
The way yonder is all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue. Heavens above. Who thought it a good idea to put it there?
To put it here.
I'm in quite the pickle now.
Yes. Are you?
See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive. It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real-life person was turned to stone, do you?
No, that's exactly what happened.
See that statue?
Okay.
Hey.
Then let's go inside in this. What even is this? Like, where are we? Let's have a look at our surroundings. Where are we? There's this thing, like this. This is not a bridge. And not an aqueduct either, it's just something. Then we have this half circle or circle thing here that would have been a tower of some sort, maybe, I don't know. And then that weird ass building. But in that building is a bonfire, and I want to know, I think there is there a bonfire? Let's just see. So, and here we have probably one of the most disgusting looking enemies in the entire game. I don't want to know what that big ass tumor is supposed to be. Well, and they're using this as weapon. Very weird. Yeah, what you want to do is you want to... Sometimes they also don't have a weapon, and sometimes they're throwing stones at you. So, there are two doors, and there are two doors, and in each door there's at least one of them. Here we have a statue. And behind that is a... what are they called? Basilisk, right? And with certain weapons and stuff you can kill him through the gate, but I can't do that. Let's use the fragrant branch of Yore. Talk to her. She's going to cough a lot. Be warned.
Thank you. I've been petrified. Hard to...
You don't say.
speak.
I don't know about you, but I really hate it. It irritates me so much when I speak to someone and they start to cough. It's so irritating.
I'm fine. I think.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
My name is Rosabeth.
Good for you.
Thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh. Oh. You're that traveler.
What, traveler?
I still haven't thanked you.
What? You just said
I'm
thank
quite
you.
a hand at pyromancy. So perhaps you could consider this my thanks.
Alright. Wow.
I was attacked and turned to stone, I think. I owe you my life. If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful wearing these rags.
That's kind of weird, like... Wasn't she wearing the rags before she got petrified? Why did she wear them then?
I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life. But just look at me. My clothes are in tatters. Do you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything, whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel. Anything at all will do. Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later.
Yeah, if you don't give her equipment, then she won't move to Firelink Shrine. So what do we give her? Something that we have a lot of, I guess. Well, you don't even need to give her a full set of armor. Just everything will do. Let's give her some double stuff that I have more of. That one helmet, nah, thank you. Nah. Nah. No double drops. Oh no, this... No, that's Saints and this is Hexer. Here, have this. Have fun with that. It's even worse than before, but... I guess you don't care. Yeah, who cares? You can also buy some stuff here. Some resistances rings. More resistance stuff, fire seeds. And basic pyromancy.
I have my very own teacher. His name is Carillion of the Fold, a famed sorcerer in Melfia, our hometown. I was fascinated by sorcery, and so, well, he's so unique, you see. When he set out for Drang Lake, but we were separated quite early on, I'm afraid.
Sure. Don't care
Thank you
anymore.
so much. I'm very happy for this gift. After I change into this, I'm heading for Majula. I'm not sure where I might find the Lord, but perhaps Majula is my best chance.
Well, he's also in Majula. Let's go back so she's not in the way. And let's talk to him.
Clearing the way was your doing, was it? Didn't think you had it in you, pal. No. That's not like it sounds, no. It was a pleasant surprise, that's all. Name's Benhart. Thanks to you, I can resume my journey. If we share the same path, I'm sure that we are going to meet again. I'll repay my debt to you in battle. I swear it, by my sword. The road ahead's going to be long, but I'm here to help.
He's also one of those characters you need to summon 3 times and let him survive the fight in order to complete his quest line.
I am in your debt. It's a true man who honours his debts, and I'll see mine paid. I swear it, by my ancient sword.
And if I remember correctly, you can summon him for... How many boss fights? Let me think, in this area here. Not the first boss. The second one, like the final area boss here. Then twice in Drangleic Castle for both bosses, or for 2 bosses, I should say. And then in a memory you can summon him as well, I think. Maybe not. I don't know, it's quite tight with him compared to Lucatil, where it's a bit more generous. But yeah, let's go back to Firelink Shrine, to Majula. Always looks nice, even after all the years. So I'm going to have a look at Majula a bit later in another video. Looking at the progress this town has made. Is she now there? No, she's not. Okay, let's travel to Majula again. Oh, now she's there, okay. Yeah, as I said, I'm not talking to her quite yet. In another episode. Because there's quite a lot to go through. And I think I stop after the Scorpioness. But I do... Yeah, okay. Never mind. Everything is fine. I have everything I need. When you want to go in, when you're going in this area, you want to have the Ring of Whispers at some point to complete a quest line. Or to start a quest line. So let's unleash all of them here. Yeah, all of them will open. Let's see how many there are. This one will close and there are 6 in total. That's quite a lot. Quite the trap. And then we got this dude. Quite the evil trap. Let's see what's in here. And here we have a chest and a... no, not here. One above. Estus Flask Shard. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Here we have the bonfire. Let's see, what is this? Old... Eculary? I don't know how to pronounce that. And I don't know what it means. But this building is so strange. Like you have 2 stories, and in here is a dwarf, or a Gurm. It's not a dwarf. I mean, he's just slightly smaller than my character, but all his features are a bit bigger. They look more sturdy, the Gurm. But what kind of building is this where you can't even walk up to the 2nd story here? Like you have a 2nd story and you have to jump. What kind of weird building is that? Then why are all these enemies in here? It's not a prison cell. This is not a prison. It's a wooden door. You can't even destroy it by hitting it. Hey, come here. So where's the funny spike? Here. What is glitching through here? Is it a tree? I have to see. Come on. Is it a tree? Kinda hard to see. Might be something else. Something is clipping through there. But yeah, another one of these looking buildings. So maybe the one close to Majula, where we walk around, is something similar to that. Who knows? Such a strange building. Over there we have the aqueduct. And now we are officially in the Shaded Woods, and yeah, the color palette here is quite something. It's definitely not as distinct, right? Than certain other areas, and it's not as memorable. Sure, you have the one area that we will reach in a short period of time, but I don't know. I mean, it's called the Shaded Woods, and you can already see we have. It's a bit foggy. It's definitely a bit shaded. But I don't know, this kind of what's it called? Path design here, level design, this path in between, like in a small ditch. That technically could have been a riverbed or something. Right, this, if it wouldn't lead into buildings, kind of reminds me of a very, very, very old game that that I've watched my father play when I was little. He basically did the first Let's Play for me, so to speak. Like, he was playing that game and I was watching from standing behind him, sitting behind him, watching him playing that game. Was so exciting. Same with Diablo 2, by the way. I watched him play Diablo 2. And then later on I eventually started playing that game myself. But as a small child, even that game was a bit too exciting for me. But no, the other game that this reminds me of is called Heroes of Might and Magic, and then Crusaders, or Crusader or something like that. It's a similar concept to this one, where it feels like it's an action RPG, one of these old things where you control your character. The camera was fixed behind your character, so if you wanted to turn the camera, you had to turn your character. Like, you would always walk like this. But you could block, you could hit, you could cast spells if you found them. But how the level design worked in that game was you had a lot of long stretches where you were basically in a ditch like here, and left and right were a bit higher up cliffs, but was similar to this one. Kind of reminds me of that. It's a nice little throwback, even though I doubt that this is intentional. Man, this stone formation there is very odd, to be honest. Very odd stone formation. Or is it supposed to be Aldia's Keep or something? Nah. So here we have another bonfire, the second one already. I think this one makes a bit more sense than the other one, but we are now at the ruined Fork Road, and it's called that because well, we have 3 paths to go. This one leads to Drangleic Castle, and it features these very, very buggy falconer enemies, where they don't even have a good running cycle. He was charging. Come on, do your normal. Oh, look at that. Look how he's strafing. Oh no, that looks so bad. Come on. Run at me, please. Sir. Sir, run at me. Hello. Sir. Run. Come on. Oh, that looks so bad. Holy shit. Man. This is one enemy type. Like, I'm not sure. Did they add them later on? Or were they in the base game? Because this enemy is not ready. Like, you need to polish their movements a bit, their animations a bit. This enemy type is not ready. You shouldn't have thrown them in here. But yeah, this leads to Drangleic Castle. This leads to Aldia's Keep. Or does it? No, it does, yes. And that is Drangleic Castle, by the way. Aldia's Keep should be somewhere close by as well. Maybe there, who knows. And then we have the Shaded Woods where we are going today. And it's this beautiful area, and it looks... Well, we can already see someone there. There's an enemy. Right... Oh, it's kind of hard. There, right above the head of... Oh, it just went away. But from here, it doesn't look as bad, right? This area looks quite manageable from this position. But if we're going in, it's... it's getting worse. We can see these figures in here. And well, the easiest part is to stick to the left or to the right. There are a few interesting things in here. Someone following me here. Nope. Don't think this one saw me. So let's talk to this NPC that is right here. You don't see an NPC? Well, we have a hat here.
Leave me be. I like it quiet. Leave me be.
Just a talking hat in a helmet.
What business have you here, traveller? You may call me Vengal, if I deserve a name in this sorry state. 'Tis rare to flap these gums. This is pleasant. Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. Or so I thought. I came to and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad, really.
Really?
Now I watch the days go by and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things, far removed from war. I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now. I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, but don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance. But I want to warn you of something. My body. I see visions. My body, headless, raging without me. My body wielding my sword, a sword forged only to kill. My body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing, stay far away. I learn new things every day. Things never learned in battle. And, thanks to you, I've recalled the joy of conversation. If I can help you, if you require something, do speak up.
Oof. Decapitated, wow.
I cannot lie. Sometimes I wonder what's become of the kingdom. I was a hired hand, yes, but we soldiers stared death in the eye together. And for His Highness, I am afraid. But perhaps it's for the best. We knew not what we fought for. I was born in Feroza, a land in the distant east. When I was born, we were already mired in prolonged conflict with our neighbours. Eventually, our kingdom fell, Our people scattered. I've been a sellsword ever since. All I ever knew was war, and I can imagine no other way to live. What a fool I was. I am grateful for these peaceful days. But such contentment lies only in the here and now. Why must life be so confounding? Thank you for lending an ear to my ramblings. Here, take these. I've no use for them.
How? How do...
Go along. Resume your journey.
Okay. He, for some reason, is a merchant. And you can buy some stuff here that is not really of interest.
Farewell.
Well, yeah, this is Vanguard. Some dude got decapitated, and his body and his head are still intact. Now let's go deep into this interesting area. I don't know. Yeah, we already hear someone attacking. They're right in front of me. It's kinda hard to see. It's not even showing me the health bar. Quite rude. Then we also have these trees, and the mechanic here, I guess, is supposed to be that you're hitting these trees. They're making the sound and they are attracting the attention of enemies. When you hit them, it acts as a bait, so to speak. They will taunt the enemies and they have to attack this thing, then you can escape. I guess that's the mechanic here. But honestly, that's... I've never used it. It's not really a very useful mechanic, to be honest, so... I don't know. Another half-assed idea. Because honestly, it's easy enough to kill them when you see them coming. The real difficulty here, I should say, is for one to grab every single item that is in here. Because I don't know every single location. I know the more important items here. And usually I go to Vanguard, then I'm going back, and then I stick to the right side until I see this chest. And here's the old sun ring. Not so useful ring. I think we can see an item there. Or it's an enemy. That's an enemy. But what I like to do is from this chest I walk in a straight line, and then to the left there is this chest. With the clear bluestone ring +1. I think the regular version you can buy from Corellian, the mage teacher. And this one shortens the spellcasting time. Very useful ring for mages, or for casters in general. There's another one standing here. And then if you stick to the right side here, or like you go back to the chest, and you stick to the right side, be careful, you can fall down there. Not drop down, but fall down. You'll die. And up here we have the Chloranthy ring +1 as well, I think. Also another very useful ring. 3 rings in total here. And then a few minor items. If you want to get out, just stick to the right side here, past the chest, and and you basically escape the area. But there are a few more items in there. Let's see. There's one over here. I just ignore the enemies now. I don't know. Not really fond of this area. This is where Vanguard is. So as you can see, this area isn't really that big. There's another corpse. Oh no, I grabbed this one already. Where is the laughing... Okay, this is where this item is. See, I already don't know where I am, but if you just follow one path... Oh, I'm here, okay. So then let's go over here. There's the laughing thing. There's an item here somewhere, right? Isn't there an item here? Close by. Oh, there are quite a lot of enemies around me. Oh, there's the item. Okay. They're even trying to backstab me. Okay, let's go out somewhere. Yeah. Good, I think that was every item. Maybe I'm missing one, but who cares? It doesn't matter. How many enemies are following me? 4. Holy shit. You can't even lock onto them. If you're going through the Ice DLC and you grab a specific item, you can see them, I think. But before that, nah. Well, let's just get out of here. That was a terrible designed area, to be honest. Fairly boring. Where's the water? I want to see the water. Okay. It just vanishes once the fog kicks in. That's so funny. So this area is quite a... It's a lot more interesting. Even though it's also fairly simple and short, but... This is, I would say, the prime area of this level. Up to the boss. And there are quite a lot of things to do here, and there are also quite a lot of statues that you can unpetrify. If you have the branches for it. And we also have these invisible dudes. So, first things first, we can drop down here or jump over there if you want to. And I think I want to do that. What we can also do should... Yeah, we can also... that's a bit more risky. Yeah, who cares? Let's just... How do I jump again? First of all, let's grab this item in here. I wonder what this structure even is. What is this supposed to be? Is it a building? If yes, what kind of building? Or is it just... Kinda hard to say what this is supposed to be. It's a very elongated building. Ooh, oh, that's bad. If we have a look at these things in front of us, we can, I think, see that, yeah, the walls are not rendered correctly up there. That's an oversight by the developers. You can't even see the walls. That's not good. They're see-through from that side. But yeah, let's just jump down here. Destroy this one. Grab the item. And you definitely want to unpetrify this statue if you care about a certain boss weapon merchant. And these are quite resistant to magic. And yeah, this one drops a Fang key, a very important key. They're quite resistant to everything that is not physical. These lion soldiers. And over here you can technically jump through here. And there is a cyanide in here, protecting another sublime bone dust. What a weird attack with the lightning. And by the way, they're wielding the weapon that they are wielding is this one. I don't know if I've killed him already, but they're wielding, instead of wielding their own cyanide weapon, they're wielding a Black Knight sword. And they can use lightning with it. And at least it's the same design, might be another weapon, but it's the same design. Kinda weird, kinda random. Another butterfly up there. If we unpetrify this, and it looks like you don't even need to, but nah, we can't get over there. We couldn't get past him. If we look down here, this is where Vengal is. And if we look here, this is where the other half of him is. And he's quite big, quite a big boy. Wielding 2 swords. How are you supposed to sheath that weapon? Or is it open on the upper side? Kinda hard to see. That can't be. It's kinda weird. Like you put your sword, the opening of the sheath or scabbard, whatever, don't know what the difference is on his right side, on the thinner, not thinner, but on the tighter side. You can't possibly put your sword in there. Only if the sheath or scabbard, whatever, is open on the longer side, but it doesn't seem to be. Like, you can't sheath that thing. No, you can't. Whoops. What a mistake. Then there is another lion statue over here. This one should drop nothing, and this one is pointless. You don't need to... You either want to unpetrify this one or the other one, not both. If you even want to get to Vanguard, but you either oh, missed this item. You either unpetrify this statue over here, or you unpetrify that statue that I just petrify here. And then we have an NPC, it's not an enemy. And you can't talk to him, and this is where the ring comes in. And you hear that sound comes in regular intervals when there is an enemy nearby. And it's quite annoying.
Human, are we? This is no place for you. Be gone.
Don't tell me what to do.
Are you not afraid of me? Humans rarely come here. Those who do turn back when they see me, or make an attempt on my life. But you are different. We once had a master. He created us long, long ago. But he was born with a fatal flaw. He resented those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred.
See if the scale is...
Eventually, he drove himself mad. It was at the peak of this madness that he conjured up we strange creatures. Our master was a tragically lonely soul. Eventually, his solitude eroded his very reason. In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly lacked. Nobody knows when we were born, or where our master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half. I wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed. Once, I always found her at my side. But as time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably. Eventually, she came after me. And we have been locked in combat ever since. We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange are never lethal. I was born of my master's madness. Perhaps this is some curse. I will be sure to assist you in return. The past is my name was Targ. That is all that the past, my name was Targ.
Yeah. What a weird concept, but a cool one. Yeah. Let's get rid of that ring, because that sound is going to be annoying. Can we jump over here? We can! And yeah, we can get up here, so... Why even does this shit exist? Oh, that's always the question. That's always the question. Why is the layout the way it is? What even is this? Ooh. Oh, I'm getting tired. Ooh. Okay. And by the way, Dark Scythe again. It's a Bardiche, not a Scythe. That's not a Scythe. That is not a Scythe. Okay. Let's continue through these weirdest buildings. Grab some items, try and not get petrified, cursed. I mean, these are cursing you, they're not petrifying you. But something here had to petrify all of these lion dudes. Someone had to petrify them. And for some reason, they removed the source of the petrification here. Because in Dark Souls 1, in Dark Souls 2 base version, not Scholar of the First Sin, there was a big basilisk over here. And now there is no big basilisk over here, which is strange. But we have the statue. So how many statues are there? We had the one with the key, 2 around Vanguard. So 3 in total. This is number 4. Is this number 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then over here we have more. Oh, we have one normal one here. And the special one with the golden hair. And there's one over here. Number 5. This one will always drop the Warlock mask for some reason, so if you want to have the Warlock mask, unpetrify that one in the corner. That was number 5 or so. Right? Yeah. And then I think there is a 6th one. This is... Oh? Why is it not breaking? Come on, break. There we go. There's a trap here. You don't want to fall down there. You want to go down there when you're prepared. Here, our first basilisk of this area. Part of the basilisk family that petrified all of them, apparently. Because they can't smash them. Somehow. This one repays itself, so you definitely always want to unpetrify that one. Because when you go in here and grab the item inside, or the armor set inside, there's also another fragrant branch of yore. And the Lion Mage set, which quite a lot of people use for their caster builds, because they increase casting speed. The armor pieces, if you have a look, where is it? There. Improves casting speed. Then improves casting speed. And where is it? Huh? Where's the final one? Oh, there. Improves casting speed. Looks like this, quite ugly, I must say. Not really a fan of that. But oh well. Let's switch back. So, what else is here? Another NPC. NPC number 4. No, number 5. This is... I'm not a fan of talking to NPCs. But here we have Creighton again. And honestly, I want to test something that I never have tested before. What happens if we talk to him as paid? Maybe even put on his ring. Let's see.
Just wait.
Probably does nothing.
I remember you. Don't you scare me like that. I thought you were him.
He always says that.
That bastard with a ring lives in Brightstone Cove down the way. I'm gonna find him and settle the score. Nobody insults me like that. For the good of the world and for my own honour. I won't let that bastard live another day. For the good of the... I won't let...
So Creighton likes killing people and Pate likes to trap people. But they're both bad people, so... And you have to, or you can decide who you wanna help. I guess it makes... I can't remember. You definitely wanna pick the choice where you're getting Creighton's armor set. Which one that ever is. I don't know if you get it by killing him or by helping him. Because you got paid stuff already, you don't need that again. So getting Creighton stuff is the more logical, gamey choice. So and the last thing you want to do here is, before facing the boss, is fall down this hole here. because here we have Grandpa again.
Young undead, don't let this curse weigh upon you. We meet a second time. Perhaps you will yet traverse the dark. Young undead, if you truly seek the dark, then we will surely meet again.
Sure.
May we meet?
So how many NPCs are there? We had Benhard. Yes, this is Acid. We had, what's her name? Can't remember. Pyromancy teacher name. Then we had Tark. We had Creighton, and now Gandalf over there. And I didn't open that chest, so who cares? But yeah, then you want to navigate through here. Don't get petrified by the basilisks. And this is the reason why you don't want to drop down here, because this is where all the basilisks are. They will try and swarm you. At least most of them. And the next part is so random as well, like... Huh? Why is there one of these bird ladies from Dark Souls 1 here, from Dark Souls 1's painting? Like the painted world of Ariamis. Why is this here?
Thank you for helping me. I am Onifex. I owe you some form of thanks, but have nothing for you at the moment. If it would not trouble you, could you visit my abode just down the way? Thank you, kind traveler. I believe that I can be of assistance if you would visit me at my home.
Are there eyes on the head? Eh? Do you see any eyes? Maybe? I think I see an indication of eyes, but I'm not sure. But what I haven't seen before are these fucking claws. Look at that. Holy shit, that looks kind of scary, to be honest. Like, the weird thing is, what I'm thinking right now, this is supposed to be a bird. First of all, you're not going to fly. You are not going to fly. Like, with these few feathers, no, that's not going to work. And they're just in random positions. It feels like they're very unorganized. And then, technically, if this is a hand, right? This is her hand. Then up there is her elbow. Right? So imagine walking or standing like that all the time. Granted, her forearm, not the upper arm, the other part, the forearm or whatever, I don't know, is quite much, way longer than a human one's, but still. Can't imagine standing like that all day. But honestly, I also can't imagine being a bird, or half bird, half human-ish creature. So, I think I'm missing one thing again here. Did I do that? I went over there, but never went back. Yeah. There's another chest here. And of course I've missed the chest in where Gandalf is. Whatever his name is. So this is the whole area. Let's before we fight the boss, let's talk a bit about this area here. Because it's have I grabbed this chest? Because it's quite the wild area. Right, and there's another NPC. There was even another NPC. Like, how many do we have then? Benhart, the petrified girl, then Tark over here, then Gandalf over there, Triton, Bird. 6 NPCs in this area. Holy shit. That's a lot. Yeah, jump over here, kill this dude. Or don't. Then another petrified stuff in here. Dragon bones, I think. Yeah. And Dynamite Jack. So what do I think about this area so far? It's fairly forgettable, I feel like. The color palette is boring. Foggy areas in general. The thing that happens when you add fog to your game or to your area is that it draws out the color. Like it's getting more black and white. If you're using white fog. You can also use some kind of colored fog, and which creates a whole other atmosphere, which could be interesting. But they went with white fog, like natural looking fog. But then let's have a look at around this area, because I'm not really supposed to. I don't really know what this is supposed to be. Is it like some kind of fortress or something? Like we have all these structures that these could be buildings. We can see here that they at least they are 2-storied buildings. But then we have these weird tower-like things, and I'm not really sure what the building with Tark inside is supposed to be. Like the building that is here, we go down here. And then what is this? With the sand in here, it kind of feels like an arena, but this clearly was once another story. So maybe this was a storage room, maybe everything in here was a storage room, who knows? It probably was nothing at all. It was just random ass placements of stuff. How can we make a somewhat interesting layout of an area? But no, really, I have no idea what it is supposed to be. Like, there's not enough decor to really tell. What is this part here? Looks like looks like a gate, right? Because you can walk up here. And then look out of these windows. Like a defensive structure, maybe. And then we have this thing where it's not accessible, but it's such a weird area. What do you think is this here? Is it like a village, or maybe it's the village of these lion people? Then why exactly is here one of these seals where you can travel into the dark with Gandalf down there? And stuff like that. But let's keep summoning. Let's summon some NPCs here for the final boss fight. Oh. I should stay close, otherwise they're bugging out. So we have Bradley here, this time as a fully fledged phantom and not as a small summon sign. And there should be Tark as well up here. And let's see, what is this? This was once a building with a very big entrance and Scorpion Man Tark, yeah. But they randomly have this sand here, like we had the sand in Tark's arena, so I guess it's kind of their trademark that they have sand around them, because Tark was standing in sand. Then there was a lot of no sand at all, or dirt. Like different colored sand, I guess. And now we have sand again here. And if we have a look at her, She's buried in the ground, so she can definitely do something with sand. She's casting magic. But the reveal here is we have this tree in the middle, and she can destroy the tree, and she's, well, a lot bigger than Tark. And has, for some reason, 2 tails, which is a bit odd, but fine. But she has a move where she buries herself in the sand again and emerges. And she can knock down this item for you if you're standing close to it and she's focusing you. But let's just get rid of her. It's just I think the item is are just some, what are they called? Flame butterflies, right? She's currently buried underneath. For some reason Tark can't do it. And if you're standing here on top of the structure, you're safe from her. Which kinda makes sense, because she can't bury through stone. But yeah, this area looks quite nice, to be honest. I like... Kinda wish these holes were a bit lower down so you can actually see them. And then with the sand dripping through, that's quite a nice designed area, I must say. But also still, I don't know what this is supposed to be. What kind of structure is this? Like, this looks part of a bridge with these arches here. But it looks too clean. Like, the cutoff is too clean for it to be a broken down bridge part. And a bridge over here makes no sense for some reason. Like... But yeah, this area is just a mess. And it somehow it works, but just slightly. Just barely. It barely works. I mean, as a level it works, I guess, but... Like, the design of this area is like you have a lot of petrified statues, so you have to guess which one you unpetrify. If you even want to have the rewards, like... On your first playthrough, you probably think, like, why would I unpetrify these? That makes no sense. Like... And then there's this closed door, how do I get to that... bird lady, right? Because you need the key from one specific lion dude. How are you supposed to know that? You have to just try it out, and then you're unpetrifying some of them that make no sense, like the two around Vangal. It's kind of weird. So that's a mess. Then you have all of these curse vases here. These laughing vases that just annoy the shit out of you. Like, it's not difficult. They're sometimes robbing you of a bit of max HP. Because they curse you. Curse in this game isn't as dangerous. But it's annoying. You can shoot them with, I think, iron arrows. I remember, maybe with every arrow, who knows. Like, I kind of wish you had just a few more lion warriors or lion folk warriors that are unpetrified, making this area feel a bit more alive. But I guess it's supposed to be dead, but I don't know, it feels very, very unfinished to me. Compared to other areas in this game. Oh, he's gone now. I can't even talk to him. Why is he gone? I guess I need to rest at a bonfire or so. Which way? This way. Then let's talk to Vangal first, because I guess he has something to say about his destroyed body. Yeah, let's take this shortcut over here. Hello.
back again. Well, this is a pleasant surprise. Ah, it was you who vanquished my body.
Yes.
It is my body, you see, and I can sense what happens to it. I do not mourn for it. Good riddance. If you wish for help, summon me. I'm rusty in battle, but will fight by your side. I cannot lie. Sometime I was a hired hand, yes, and for His Highness, but perhaps it's for the best.
Who knows? Who cares? I mean, such a weird thing. Such a weird character. Quite unique though. I appreciate that. Let's go through the fog, rest at the bonfire, and I guess then we can talk to Tark. Or when we get rid of the final boss? Maybe? Yeah, travel to this area here, just in case. Where even are we? Oh, really? Like, all the points where you can travel to, it feels like, or to me it's always like, this is the order that the developers intend you to go through the area. But honestly, I feel like Black Gulch is easier than all of these. Like, I feel like Iron Keep is probably the hardest of all of these areas. So it's kind of strange for me to see this right after, like after the Lost Bastille. But oh well. But I always do this area as the last area. But just because I'm not really a fan of this area, that's the whole reason. Let's see if Tark is here. Are these even lions? They make goat noises. Oh, goat lions. I don't know. Such a strange species, but here it's Tark again. Nice.
You've defeated my better half.
We did it.
This is my thanks. Take it.
Right. Another fragrant branch of yore.
I have no gods to pray to, but still I pray that your journey will be safe.
Thanks. And warm up.
I have no, but still I...
Quite nice. Another fragrant branch of yore, always nice to see. Specifically with all... I don't even know if you have enough fragrant branches in one playthrough to unpetrify every single statue there is. I don't think so. But honestly, I don't know. Also kind of strange, like you have to decide which way you want to go. Not really a fan of that, because sometimes there are just randomized statues like in here, where it's like, okay, it's not blocking my path. Why would I unpetrify it? Well. But yeah, next area is through there. Through this tiny little door, path, passage, whatnot. But this is where the episode ends. Area design is bad. Honestly. It is bad. Like, from the start, like the colors, the color palette is not very interesting. It's like green. It's like a forest, but more green. but this ugly green. Not like a cool green that we had in the Black Gulch, where it's like fairly cool green. Like I really enjoy that color palette in the Black Gulch, for example. Black and green always works together fairly well. But here every color is muted due to the fog and in general. Everything, like, I guess this arena looks nice. I think I'm using this as a thumbnail somehow. But other than that, this area's ass. Like, it's forgettable, it's boring. The mechanic with the foggy forest is it's not a mechanic, it's just tedious to go through. It just adds a random or a fairly boring filter to your screen, to your camera, so that you can't see shit. And the invisible area enemies, or almost invisible enemies that are just, you can't even lock onto them, feels bad. Like the only enjoyable feature in this passage and in this part of this area is like the lion warriors, and most of them you need to unpetrify, which is like, what? Excuse me? The most interesting enemy type, you only have like 2 or 3 of them unpetrified. The rest the player needs to unpetrify. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, what the it's a disappointing area, and I don't know, it shows. Like, the colors aren't there, the overall layout, how they design things, where you can't go and where you can go with these very, very small hills to the side, and the path, like, it's uninspired, it's boring, it doesn't look good, and I think they could have done so much better. There are way more areas in this game that look better, that feel better. Like, they just failed with that one. But maybe you have another view on that. Maybe you like this area a bit more than I do. Write it down into the comments, and that's it from me. Goodbye.